Hi, my name is Lionel Jackson. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, around the east side of Detroit, around the 7 Mile area, and I'm currently the youngest African American with a successful talk show that has already been on TV. Some of my statistics list over 750,000 viewers, receiving over 66 YouTube honors, best honors being number 1 most viewed in Germany, number 2 most viewed in Ireland, Israel, and France, number 4 most viewed in the United Kingdom, number 6 most viewed in the Netherlands, number 10 most viewed in Poland, number 9 most viewed in the education field, and that's on the entire site of YouTube, number 44 and travel and events on YouTube, and that's on the entire site as well. And number 87, most viewed how to and style on the entire site of YouTube. Not to mention number 44, most responded science and technology on the whole site of YouTube. I have fans in over 20 countries, and the show is currently watched and translated in over 10 different languages. Now, I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm saying this to brag upon you to let you know that if I can do it coming from humble beginnings, then you can definitely do it. And I'm still not there yet. I want you all to continue to support me, because as I go, the higher I get, the further I will take my audience. So thank you very much, and I'll see you at the top. Right now, we're on our way to my elementary school. Now, I've went to several different elementary schools, including Grayling and Lynch, and I've in elementary school when I got my first 4.0. I was in fourth grade when I got my first 4.0, and it's just in God's will, and I just worked hard. When I listen to the teacher, if you do what the teacher says, you'll obviously it's possible to get for you to get a 4.0 as well. Um, Back in elementary school is when I learned how to play the hump kiss game. Now, this is not nothing that should be glorified or anything, but I have my days and I have my fun where it was. I think it was like 7 humps, 11 kisses, or 11 humps and 7 kisses. It was something like that. And it was fun, man. I remember playing that all the time, man. I think we called it like high go giddy, high go tag you're it or something like that. But anyways, yes, like I said, we're on our way to the school, and right now we're at the school. What I want to talk about is my first fight. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but this elementary school is Fleming Elementary. It's my first fight. I don't know. My first fight like kind of broke the ice for me. It kind of like made me open up and not be afraid to fight. And I was always like quiet. So for me to fight, it was everybody was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" Now keep in mind, I always had nice shoes, and I never was the type to argue. So when I finally decided to, go, we went on the playground over here. I'm showing you the playground here, and it was madness, man. I'm telling y'all, it was madness. We went over there on the playground, and this one guy decided to wrestle with me, and I got on my new shoes, and I'm mad. I'm like, oh no, I'm not about to be wrestling with nobody in my new shoes. So he started trying to wrestle, and I got serious. I'm like, no, I got on my new shoes. What is you doing? And then he like, and then we just got to fight, and it was on. Our way to my middle school. Now I went to a couple different middle schools. I went to Nolan for 6th grade. I went to Cleveland for 7th grade, and I went to Nolan again for 8th grade. Now let me tell you a funny story about Nolan and its situation. I was, of course, I was like 13, going on 14. But this is when, I honestly, y'all, I was like a bad student at this time. Like I would skip school and do all types of crazy stuff, man. It was bad because I'm like, I know I'm not normally like this, but however it goes, I ended up, having to go to summer school to complete uh the 8th grade. So that was a big wake up call for me, y'all. I was like, I actually couldn't believe it. Like, dang, and for me to go to summer school, I was like, wow, that showed me a lot. Getting ready, from it was sad, man. But anyways, yeah. So I finished middle school at Nolan. Okay, right now we're on our way to one of the houses we lived in for most of our time while I was getting ready for high school and then going to high school. It was a house to remember because it was nothing but fights and all types of crazy stuff. But that's what you get living on the east side of Detroit, man. It was on Healy Street. And those who knew about that street back then would know. But if you didn't, I'm gonna give you a little insight on it. Right now we're at the house, and this is where it was. Right here I sold drugs, cut hair, and babysit at the same time. So I was a hustler, man. I had to get it in somewhere. You feel me? I ain't trying to be, out there, but of course I don't do that anymore. I don't have to anymore. Thank God. Now we're on our way to my high school. Now, let me tell y'all, man. My high school was crazy, man. I went to, well, we're on our way. You're gonna see what the school was, but man, I can tell you so many memories. But of course, ninth grade is when you're just getting out of middle school. Then you going over and fighting start getting tense. Like girls was fighting each other, pulling patches of each other's hair out. It was getting like that, and it was like they was slicing each other with blades and everything. And it's just ninth grade. I haven't even made the 10th grade yet, and that's how they was acting. It was crazy. What else? You had the gang fights. People getting shot daily. The gambling and all of that, man. 10th grade. 10th grade is when I start. Actually ninth grade, I had braids. The beginning of ninth grade, then I started growing my braids. Then my braids. Everybody knew me for my braids. And then the funny thing about that is, in 10th grade, I started getting like near the end of 10th grade. I started getting tired of my braids because everybody started getting them, and it started being time consuming, and honestly braids hurt too. So everybody who cut their hair know what I'm talking about, but braids hurt. So that's how that's how my situation was in 10th grade. Now 11th grade, when I hit 11th grade, this is when I want to say when I started like getting females and all of that good stuff. In 11th grade, I had about 4 girlfriends. This is nothing to brag about or nothing, but everything is a learning experience, really. I just thank God that I'm a changed man and all of that. But anyways, yeah, I had like 5 girlfriends. Different schools. It was all that. But around this time, this is when I had like um, I had all the shoes I wanted. I had all the Jordans and the Air Force Ones. The stuff that 11th graders was getting, around my neighborhood and stuff like that. Well, the fortunate ones was getting. So that was fun. What else? I was, becoming a man. This one, of course, from my situation in middle school, if you remember what I was saying about how I had to go to summer school and stuff. This was like my wake up calling right here at 11th grade because I started getting my grades straight. This is when I started busting like 3.0s and 3.5s and stuff like that. Now in 12th grade, then I went, after 11th grade, then 12th grade, man. 12th grade was a year to remember, man. This is when, of course, the grades was on point. Then I slowed down with the females. I started having just like one girlfriend at a time and stuff like that. And then I started focusing on like, because it was senior year, you got to get on your grind. So of course, I had to do the senior pictures and the duels and all the candlelight stuff, and all of that stuff was just adding up so fast, and it was going. Senior year is like zoom zoom, and you got to be on point with that junk. Senior year actually got me ready for college. Now, anyways, I was nominated for class brick house. I was nominated for class best dress, and I was nominated for class quiet. And I was nominated for class short. I didn't want to say that, but I say it. It don't matter. It's cool. Um, and I was the class of 2005. Now during this time, I didn't win none of them, but class quiet. But that's okay. I was nominated. A lot of people wasn't even fortunate enough to be nominated, but you had to be somebody to even be nominated, and everybody know what I mean when I say that. Then, of course, I went on to college at the University of Detroit Mercy with a double major in performing arts and business administration, and this is where the began. Of course, my show was laughed at, to be honest with y'all, at the beginning, but now it's not laughed at anymore. It all started with a borrowed camera and a Facebook status. I'm going to show you how it began. 2006 as a Facebook status. I know, right? Okay, a Facebook status today is nothing, but it grew into a Facebook group. My Facebook status said Thee Lionel Show coming soon. The Facebook group said Thee Lionel Show. And it became a movement. In December 2006, I created my first YouTube account. In 2007, I began working on different projects because my major was theater. So I decided to work behind the scenes for a couple stage plays, starting off with Urinetown, Malice Aforethought, and Polish Joke. I also sponsored some parties. My first party was November 2007 was incredible. That was Thee Lionel Show Live, the first live show for Thee Lionel Show. It was very, very exclusive. It was so great that we actually did a The Lionel Show Part 2 December 4th of the same year, 2007, and I was also featured in the Varsity News in the event section, so that was great as well. December 25th, 2007, I did another skating party, and it was a Christmas skating party. It was very fun. December 31st, I sponsored an event called Finally Provocative. It was an event done by Finally Famous and Provocative Entertainment. We have artists such as Kanye West's artists, Big Sean on there. They had local Detroit artists that hear on the radio all the time. PL, Explicit Lyrics, and one that plays on the Giants. It was fun. 2008 was a year that changed my life. January, The Lionel Show Part 3. We called it The Prefix. This is when I borrowed Jessica's camera. February 2008, the name changed to The Lionel Show instead of The Lionel Show. I had no claims against The Lionel Show, but I decided to keep it original and I wanted it to be 100% pure. When I created the second YouTube account, it created a tremendous buzz. In March 2008, I did a skating event called Ride or Die. Now in April, I did an event called Ride or Die Part 2, but the weekend before Ride or Die Part 2, I got into an accident where I literally almost died, a car accident that is. I was on the freeway. I was going at least between 60 and 75. A car smacked me from behind. I spun around 3 times and smashed into the wall. Unfortunately, the car got away. It was a hit and run. How do you hit and run on the freeway? I was trying to figure that out still to this day. But anyways, I end up looking like I had a neck brace on for several weeks, and I end up with 0 scars, so I thank God for that. In May, because of what happened in April, I decided to do, for my show, call it May Madness, where I did shows every single day leading up to my birthday, which was May 30th. And Yeah, so shows every day. I called it Made Madness, and I did a countdown of the 20 most successful artists slash musicians at that time. Made Madness 2008. If you haven't noticed, several shows have been deleted, but I'm here to tell y'all what the shows were, okay? Number 6 was Jermaine Dupri. Number 9 was Dr. Dre. Number 10 was Madonna. Number 11 was Ludacris. Number 14 was Beyonce. Number 15 was David Bowie. Number 16 was Queen Latifah. Number 19 was Paul McCartney. And number 20 was Nelly. Recorded live from Indiana. In July, I did another skating party, which was sponsored by Thee Lionel Show, and it was also great. It was called Is You Rollin'. August 2008, Season 2 began. That was a very special moment for me, because what the show had become, I was just doing it, and it was turning out great. Everything I was doing was becoming a success. So November, I didn't even wait too much longer. November, I did, the first live show for Season 2.
My name is Travis Spencer. If you ever seen the Lionel Show before, you probably seen me. Actually, accounting major here at the University of Detroit Mercy. About to give you the 101 on the Lionel Show. I've been working with Lionel since he started the show. Well, since I've known the show, which was freshman year. I'm not sure when he started it, but it's been a pretty good show. For those who tuned in, you should know. I performed on Seasons 2 Lionel Show. Fifth Floor Boys, or maybe Men of Business, which you may know us by if you ever seen us perform. It was a pretty good performance. We performed a couple songs. We discussed a couple topics, basically what the regular show consists of. In December of 2008, I ended up doing a second live show for Season 2. In 2009, I continued to do the show live each and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. to create anticipation for the third live show, which was technically in total the 5th live show for the show, but the 3rd live show for Season 2. In April, Thee Lionel Show hit 500,000 views. May Madness 2009, I did 31 tweets instead of shows. July, TLSinspired was founded. TLS stands for Thee Lionel Show. August Passion, I did 31 shows in 1 month. Never did by any talk show host. And 9909 was Season 3 featured on YouTube. So that was 2009, I think. In 2010, in January, I was featured again for my 2nd time on YouTube. That's incredible. Just imagine being featured once, but then again, a 2nd time, that was incredible. In February, the debut of Thee Lionel Show on TV, channel 61, Type TV. Thank you to CST. Okay.
How's everybody going? Thanks for tuning into Thee Lionel Show. You're #1 source for real life situation entertainment. Don't get it twisted, man. Now, my real life situation. Well, first of all, I want to thank you all for supporting me thus far. I've came a long way. For those who supported me from day one, I really appreciate it. And for the new supporters, I appreciate your support as well. Now, my real life situation for today is very serious. A lot of people are taking this for granted just because they see it in the media, like it's not really happening. Okay, what's happening is an earthquake has happened in Haiti. Thousands of people have been killed, if not millions. It's sad because people are taking it for granted and not understanding what if this happened to us over here in the U.S. It would be just as bad. It would be worse. Because we wouldn't know how to handle it. Anyways, if you can, man, just donate. Whatever you can. It's millions of ways to donate now. Everybody got a way to donate to Haiti right now. You can donate shoes, clothes. In the U.S. we're very fortunate, so you got something to donate. So don't tell me you don't. Donate anything you can, to Haiti. I want to give a shout out to some of my celebrities, some of the people I support, that celebrities that's doing a good job with donating. Jay-Z, he's collaborated with some people, and he's donated over $500,000. You got Paris Hilton, who's donated over $250,000. Wyclef consistently putting in work for the children in Haiti. You know, it's been great, man. So another real life situation, though, to keep it short and simple about that real life situation, just donate to Haiti if you can. Another campus organizations is one of my severe real life situations, because people take those for granted as well. My thing is, I've been fortunate enough to, so I'm about to graduate now from, you know, University of Detroit Mercy, and I've been fortunate enough to join at least like over 7 organizations. But I've met some great people, like people that I never thought I would meet in my life. It's been great, man. I've met, like, you know, from brothers all the way up until like corporate connects. So, you know, it's important that you join, you know, some, if not 1, 2, maybe any, you don't have to join 7 like me, but join a campus organization. When you go to college, that's what you tell your parents you want to do. Join a campus organization. It's very important. I want to thank you all for supporting me thus far. There's been a lot of things happening with the show, and I want to thank you for, you know, continuing to stick with me. It's been great, man. I'm telling you. Now, my real life situation for this show is health and fitness. How important is that to you? I got a couple tips for you all. You can eat fruits and vegetables daily. You can drink lots of water. I mean, me personally, I drink at least a liter a day. So you can start off like that. That'd be a good way to start off. You know, exercise and stretch. All of this stuff is good for you. You should definitely take that in consideration. My real life situation for today is going to be self-esteem. Okay, I want you ladies to know that just because a guy likes you for, if he doesn't like you for you, then you shouldn't be with him. I mean, mainly because, you know, some guys can use girls, and girls can use guys as well. Guys, if you know that a girl is using you for your money, let her go. Just please let her go, because it's not going to work in the future. You know it. I have a couple tips for you. Be you. That's the most important thing. If you be yourself, then there's no room or space for someone to, you know, try to use you. And test people. Find out who they really are before you commit. I mean, y'all probably watch this and y'all say, who does this guy think he is? He comes on with glasses and stuff like that. My glasses equals a celebration to where I came from nothing, guys. I came from nothing. When I say that, I mean that. It simply leads me to my real life situation. My real life situation is nobody is perfect. Once you realize that, then you know automatically that you can do something, or you can do whatever you want to do in your life. You also have to realize that you are the only you in this universe. Once you realize that, you'll then begin to share, you know, anything that you have to share with the world. What sharing is caring. Anytime you share, you're gonna get more of it back. Believe that. Because people wonder, you know, y'all look at me and y'all say, you know, he's sharing everything on his blog, and I don't understand why is he so comfortable with that. It's simply because you're only you. So, you know, no matter, even if someone tries to copy you, it's only going to be one you in this universe, and they're not going to be you, period. That's the end of that. Keep it real short. Now, a couple facts about the show. I have over 500,000 viewers. I have over 4,000 Facebook fans. And, you know, the stats roll in. You know, got a couple people. People are watching the show every week, so I really appreciate that, and it means so much to me. Like, it touched my heart every time I think about the fact that somebody actually wants to hear what I'm saying. So I really appreciate that a lot. For real life situations, I'm going to go ahead and keep it rolling. I want to talk about the weather, because on the East Coast we have some pretty bad weather going on. We got some snow and everything. I just want to know, does this affect your mood? Do you let the weather affect your mood? I know some people who are like kind of snotty or whatever when it's bad weather. Like, you can ask them what's going on. You can say, how you doing today? And they'll say, the weather, this weather. I'm like, wow, okay, don't let that affect your mood. Let your mood be what it is. You know, wake up, feel good about the day, whether it's bad weather or about this weather, huh? Alright, so complained about it last week, and I said I wasn't going to complain about it this week. But what I will do is take you on an adventure, okay? So later on I'll take you on an adventure. Anyways, my real life situation for today is transportation. What is your transportation? You got different ways. You got cabs, you got bus, you got your car. You can, drive with somebody, carpool. Well, tell me what's your form of transportation. Me personally, I've been able to do them all, from the bus to the cab to the car to everything. I think the best form of transportation, to be honest with y'all, and the most economical is a bus. So don't be ashamed to ride the bus, okay? I paid, I think, $3. I had to go to the bank, and I paid $3 to ride the bus. That's crazy. I was like, wow, this is it. That's like a gallon of gas, okay? Think about it like never too good. If you never act like you're too good for anything, because you never know. I've met some successful people riding a bus, catching a cab. So you don't have to always drive. You don't. I mean, just leave it at that. And I do own a car. While you're asking, I'm actually 22 years old, and I own my second Mercedes-Benz. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'm actually looking for a third. So I mean, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying you're never too good. Like I said, I just rode the bus to I had to go, the bank or whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off. My real life situation for today. Speaking of having nice weather, nice days, it's spring wear. Tell me what you think about, what's some of the best things to wear during spring, and what's some things that you shouldn't wear. So do's and don'ts. Tell me what you think some do's and don'ts are for spring wear, okay? Some people would want to wear, boots, and that's definitely out, don't wear boots or, big winter coats. You shouldn't do. Because without you all, I wouldn't have a show, and that's honest, honest to God truth, okay? I'm gonna kick it off. My real life situation for today is animals and their importance to society. A lot of people don't look at animals like a living being, and they are to me, and they are really in real life. Everything from trees and plants and stuff like that, everything has a purpose. So when you're, being judgmental, or you treat animals like anything, or cutting trees or whatever, just be conscious of the fact that that's a living being, and it's placed in the universe just like you as a human. For today was inspired by, I want to call her Miss M. She said she doesn't need any credit for this. But my real life situation for today is motivation. There's positive motivation, there's negative motivation. It all depends on how you work with motivation. Like me personally, I feed off positive motivation way more than negative motivation. Basically, that's just to keep it short and simple. I want to give another shout out. I didn't do his real life situation, but I want to give a shout out to Ehab. That's E-H-A-B. He said he watches the show and everything. My real life situation for this show is music. How important is music to you in your life? Like, could you live without music? Be honest. Okay, me neither. Okay, because it's sad, because it's like, okay, dang, okay, I can't clean up without music. I can't study without music. That's crazy. I can't talk on the phone without music. Like, sometimes it's just crazy. Like, I don't even understand how that works. But anyways, tell me about your situation and music, okay? That's my real life situation. And another thing I wanted to point out was my show is about real life situations and entertainment. If you come here to laugh or joke and play around and stuff like that, you're watching the wrong show. I'm here for real life situations and entertainment. Keep that in mind. And comment on my real life situation, which is music. Tell me how important music is. Right now I just hit over 600,000 viewers. So I'm thanking God and thanking you all for supporting the show. I really appreciate that a lot, for real. I'm going to go ahead and kick it off. My real life situation for today, is skating and skateboarding. My question to you all is, what do you think about, skateboarding and skating? Me personally, I don't really skateboard, but I have some special guests in the house that skateboard, and I'll tell you about them just a little bit later. But skating, when I skate, man, it's something about, when I say skate, I mean roller skating. When I skate, man, it relieves stress. Like, I don't think about nothing else but how bad my legs may be hurt because I'm getting older. But anyways, yeah, so skating is my real life situation. Tell me about if you skate, rollerblade, ice skate, whatever you do. Tell me about you and your experience with skating. You were skateboarding. Now, my real life situation for today is women and makeup. Okay, this is for a guy. Do you like it when your woman put on makeup? Like, honestly, do you think that makeup makes her prettier, or, like, be honest though, like, some people, they want to BS and say, woman, baby, you're pretty either way, but that's not always the case. You know it's not. Be honest. Do you like it when your woman put on makeup? Do you prefer makeup, or do you prefer it just to be, plain and simple, like she was born, or like,
I'm Dave Crawford, video technician for the Communication Studies Department. I assist with video and audio productions, as well as repairs. I really enjoyed the Lionel Show because it was one of the things I like to do, which is to produce. So when he was here and able to do everything very impromptu and ad-lib, I really enjoyed that. But mostly he was always very efficient, very on time. He had guests come in all the time. He had a lot of imaginative ideas, and he was very ambitious about his project. I see it growing into something with a little better studio, a little better lighting, a little better cameras and work. You need a staff for that, of course. That works out much better. That's where I see it in 5 years from now.
Well, thank you, Dave.
All right. Thank you.
Very great journey. In April, I did my first live show for season 3. And also presented a documentary.
2010 documentary film festival at the University of Detroit Mercy. After reaching 700,000 viewers, another tragic event happened. And this is when I learned the man makes the car doesn't make the man. Listen and find out what happened. I was recently struck by a drunk semi-truck driver. And this is what he left me looking like. I'm not even using this for shame, because you know what? After only wearing that brace for about a week, I came out with 0 scars and 0 injuries. It was a Sunday at about 1 o'clock, and I'm sitting at a red light. This dude come flying behind me, smashed my Range Rover, and my Range Rover is not drivable anymore, and that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm just blessed to be alive. So I'm ready to do what God put me on this earth for. I'm ready for season 4 of Thee Lionel Show. I hope y'all are ready. Thank you to everybody who tuned in and gave me all the prayers and things like that.
And after living through all of that, I'm here, ready to celebrate, ready for season 4. Are you ready? How y'all doing, ladies?
It's just water, kids. Please do not try this at home.
See y'all Tuesday.
After season 4 began, I accepted an offer to host the first 2 kickoff shows for the flight tour. Now, the flight tour is about, teaching kids about education and still following your dreams. It was a great tour, and shout out to Nikki and Princeton for calling on me to accept this situation right here. But this included several local but known artists such as, Stretch Money, Princeton, Lady T, and Dolla Jones. Now, this event was great, man. The performances was great. It was a blessed opportunity, and shout out, man. These artists work so hard, and I can't wait to see them, on the scale that they need to be on. Shout out to Detroit, man. Shout out to Detroit artists. Anytime y'all need me, man, just let me know, for real. I just feel like not just because it's Detroit, but you know, when you see people that's trying so hard and just trying so hard, you know what I'm saying, and they don't, and they not getting where they need to be, it just make you mad. You know, it's like, dang, you know. But you know, and the reality of it is though, a lot of people, you know, some people, you know, you got to find your path. If you find your path, then you don't have nowhere to go but up. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's like, dang, you know, I really, and the kids loved, man, every performance. Like the kids was going crazy, especially when I was doing my Dougie. It was funny too. Shout out to everybody, man. It was a great experience, man. Shout out to the dancers too, Princeton dancers. Woo! Anyways, man, I'm gonna go ahead. You know, wait, that's what you're watching right now. Thank you so much, and I hope you continue to support. I hope that I've inspired you. So if you have a Facebook status and you can borrow a camera, good luck.
God bless you in your future.
Thank you.